False equivocation. What is that? False equivocation is when someone attempts to assert that two concepts, two types of behavior, etc., are the exact same, when in reality, upon further scrutiny, you discover they are not. In matters of faith, and that word faith, and that concept, I find that a lot of theists attempt to make a false equivocation between what they consider faith and the type of faith that an atheist would have. For instance, I've heard theists say, you guys, you atheists, you have faith too, because you have faith that when you get up in the morning and start your car, that it's actually going to work. You have faith that when you go to a restaurant, that the cook isn't going to spit in your food or put some arsenic in it that'll poison you and kill you. But see, that's not the same type of faith that you guys have. See, the type of faith that you guys have is a form of wishful thinking. You have no reference in reality or any evidence that supports the claim that if you live by whatever holy book you choose, if you live by that and you follow the rules in there, that when you die, there's something else waiting for you. You have no reference in reality for that, or no evidence that supports that claim. You have no evidence or no reference in reality to support the claim that someone that died 2,000 years ago is going to reincarnate back here on the planet Earth. You have no evidence that anything like that can happen, because something like that has never happened. The type of faith you're referring to in regards to atheists is what I consider a reasonable faith. It's reasonable. If the day before, when I was driving my car, it wasn't smoking, it wasn't making any funny noises, it wasn't acting up in any way, there's no reason for me to wake up the next morning and believe that when I turn the key, the car won't turn on. Now, is that 100%? No, of course it's not. There's always a variable. There's always an anomaly. Something could have gone wrong through the course of the night, or something could have been waiting to break just from the wear and tear. And the time I turn it on, that's when it decides it doesn't want to work. But it's reasonable for me to assume that my car will work, because it hasn't given me any reason to think that it won't. You don't have that exact same thing. And that's why it's not the same. Because when you make an extraordinary claim, a fantastic assertion, you need something equally as fantastic in regards to evidence for me to accept it. Like if someone, I've said this many times, use this example many times, if someone runs in the house and go, quick, your nephew just ran out in the middle of the street and got hit by a car, I'm going to get up and check, because people run out in the middle of the street and get hit by cars all the time. That's reasonable to assume that something like that could happen. And considering the person telling me this, and how truthful this person has been in the past, that would lead me to go and check to see if he's okay or if it happened or not, because this person really has shown me in the past that they're kind of truthful, and they certainly wouldn't lie about something like this. However, if that exact same person came running in the house and said, quick, it's raining elephants. There are elephants coming out of the clouds. We're having an elephant blizzard. I'm not going to get up and rush to the window to see if there are elephants falling from the sky, because that's a fantastic claim. That's an extraordinary assertion. And this person is going to need some extraordinary evidence to get me to come out of my comfortable chair watching the game to go look out the window to see some elephants falling from the clouds. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the same type of faith that you guys have in regards to your religion. Now, some of you who make this false equivocation Maybe you really don't see the difference. I think a lot of you that are doing that are being dishonest.